got the Cork key, so you can match a lot of that power. So even if you go for the Cork key here, which we're kind of talking about, I think you're fine.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean,
Wow, this comp is all in.
It's an old school answer into Ezreal, and I mean, it's obviously still one that's used today.
Definitively going to take it to always be present on a side lane, and that's kind of oftentimes falling to the top laners in those scenarios.
Hang on. Meanwhile, a bit of a trade in bot. We must be looking there because Busio's in trouble, but we go back to the gank in top because Skewmon looking for the flash, finds it onto Kana early. The Vault Breaker there, it's Matt. Flash for flash, Skewmon gets in and gets first blood. Stats to kick the game off with as well. Both junglers are down here, but there are some control wards layering the pit for now. So maybe it's full streams. Skewmon tries to get in position again. Busio takes a big chunk. Junglers are now here. Yike finds out and draws back in. Skewmon takes it. Lebrov has to heal away. He's getting low, but lethal tempo for Han Solo while junglers are fighting it out. And Yike thinks, hang on a minute, man. In the 1v1, I'm getting dead
as well. Dragon now going to be started off. Casey should be aware of this. And this will allow Yike a small tempo advantage to clear through his topside jungle faster than, of course, Skewmon is able to do.
Too much pressure for Casey to think about a return here.
Okay, so Grub's going to be secured as well. G2 controlling all of the early game objectives. And they now have a 2k gold lead. Most of that sitting on Broken Blade, but Skewmon is right there next to him. And look at the camp difference. Like, Skewmon has been powering through along with getting that first blood. It's Nash's Tooth completed. Nice spike for the Azir. G2, though, don't want to give this up for free.
Okay, late engage, 2k. Weaver's War coming in from Caps on the flank, though. Booster gets out with a magical journey and isolated. Is this a hand? And Yike just gets popped back. Cap says, see you later, old buddy. As Yehu doesn't even think about committing. KC have lost the dragon. G2 came in with the snatch and 3.5k now the lead after a brilliant pick coordinated well.
The anti-synergy between Busio and Yike. Yike goes up into the ult as Busio Zhonya's is the target. And he wants to put
he wanted cannon. He wanted the cannon. And now buff it out Yehu. He's already in lethal tempo. It's a cease and desist for Yehu in the 1v1. I think he wins out the long con. Vault Breaker. Range
from Lebrov could have happened. So I think just the fact that there wasn't enough vision in River.
Oh, angle, pop blossom, it turns good though onto Yehu though. They need more engaged. Tempered Fate holds up KC as double TP comes in, and it's Skewmon who sets up with the Vault Breaker, teleport in as well. It's getting messy, but Broken Blade has a backline angle. He snips Busio, flashes away his Caps. Can't reach at the back end. Herald might be an engaged one. That's KC.
G2. From this position with the ult economy, I think should be able to achieve their goal as Broken Blade just going to take that tower on Kana's face.
Kana's got a good shield though, and the rest of KC coming in onto the needlework. Broken Blade going to take on the world, and guess what? The world is watching. They're dying, in fact. Yike dies. Remember that deliverance was in the ground as G2.
But with the health advantage that they had gained, it was Broken Blade that chunks up Busio. It was him that forces Busio back to base.
On Soul Point, and this Kaza will get to play the game. Pop Blossom onto Busio. This is only a one-man, but into the ulti. Caps looking for the flick back, finds it. What coordination from G. Weaver's Wall uses like direct CC to launch someone, and then using the flick afterwards. It was very well played from G2.
Yeah, who's in trouble?
Okay, well, this time there's the point click you wanted to see. Dagda, that's how you kill him. All right, the drawback is good as Skewmon knows he's dead. Ulti popped out as well. Now the deliverance is there. Yike looking for a second one. The flick back narrowly avoided. And G2 is still strong in these solo lanes, so Yike has to pay respect.
It ends up being a 1-for-1, but that tower is getting dangerously low. But here comes Kana.
He's going to have to pop the ulti. Caps has a flash available. He kites up first, waiting again. Put the threat of volley down. He kites forward, then flashes Tempered Fate on the turret. No saving grace. It's invulnerable for the time being. And a W. Broken Blade saves his life, taking on the army. He doesn't get flicked. Rather, kites away, flashes down. Yike, he's not the one taking target here. It's Kana. It's Broken Blade. It's Broken Blade. It's Broken Blade. LeBron looking for the follow-up as Busio runs for his life. There's the Blossom, there's the pop. We're looking for the auto. No. Magical Journey taken. Cosmic Binding. My God, let's just launch. As LeBron runs towards Busio. An auto, a Q, a kill goes down. And that was Broken Blade versus the whole of
that top tower. I don't think that that's how they expected to get it. Kana, the idea is great. You know that they just don't have the HP to stick onto this, but Yike has to close the gap, and that's the most important thing.
Brock gets the final kill. I just don't know. LeBron is going to be found by a minion here, but Weaver's Wall comes out again. Smite down, LeBron gets bursted. Yike takes the kill.
G2 here.
Well, getting a bit of gold for KC. Talk about slowing the game. That's how KC.
But KC don't care. They just want the dragon.
It's Lebrov in here. Tangle Barbs doesn't reach Busio on the wrong side of dodge. Broken Blade sets it up. Dragon may go down, but KC need to get the hell out of there. Skewmon sets his sights on Yike, who sets himself up to deliverance, but the Pop Blossom gets the back end of the fight, and Yike will not play anymore. Now for Broken Blade again, he's taking on 3 members, but this time he knows he can soar forward. Broken Blade looking for the passive stacks as Hansama hits him over the wall. Kana taking up for now as Caps face checks into melee. Damage is good from Kalis, but the problem is there's so many carries. LeBron is looking for the back end. He pops the Starburst against Hansama. Also he's in with the Killer Instinct. Kalis is still alive somehow, but Caps gets the Weaver's Wall in.
Comes in from behind, he turns his attention onto Yike, and then Broken Blade and Lebrov just so 4 members away. So they turn in the meta. And this is a style that no one else in the LEC is playing.
That good journey hold, Tempered Fate dodged away from. Now Yike doesn't really have an angle. That Grim Deliverance is up and available for a re-engage. The flick back, he finally used it only onto one. Skewmon is the target. Taken down, Pop Blossom again though. Double trouble! LeBron bounces down like a bubble. And G2 will run it up mid now for more gold in their pocket. A flick back onto Yahoo. He started being culpable, and G2 have started reading his mind.
There are games where I watch G2 have 14, 15, 16 kills, and Broken Blade is not involved. In this game, he got a gank, and he is taking over the game. This Gwen has been huge for G2.
KC thought that they had found a pick in the middle lane, but it was a long con as a nice flank is found by Lebrov. A beautiful ultimate connects onto 2 and sets up for G2 to run rampant once more. This Gwen is monstrous in the side lane.
Landing, I feel like all of these Ws, like Caps has been on point as well. Alongside the rest of G2 as playoffs is quite big. Skewmon, big mistake. He missed, he whipped, and now he has the cease and desist. He's out there with a Vault Breaker. Ultimate doesn't connect, but range, Skewmon, and still no slow, no flick back, save the president. Okay, he's down. Now for the rest of the concave, KC looking for a chase, but look, Broken Blade is using scissors on a bit of concrete.
He's snipping his way through that bottom.
Committed, mid-wave is pushing in, bot wave is pushing in, they're not
Here
super,
comes Gwen!
but the pressure is there. Busio took a magical journey from hell. Oh my God, Tempered Fate on himself, but there's still a bit of needlework. Busio said, Yoink, got the tip hit as well, and the needle strike through, Pop Blossom, flash. Yeah, who's the next target? Hansama hooked that ultimate to the back line, and decimating smash onto count. It's flash. Winter is coming. KC have Kana left alive, but there is nothing he can do in the midst of G2.
KC took the one opportunity that they saw, but it is not enough. G2 rout them, and they will take the Baron.
My goodness, a quick trim off the top as Broken Blade starts that fight off with a monstrous play. Zero fear in his eyes. He flies it straight into the KC group. The Baron, a desperate attempt from KC, which is quickly thwarted. The Soul is available as well. I think Caps has already started that objective off. Skewmon's going to head over and help him now. But my goodness, I was expecting this series to be a close one.
He's turning a Tempered Fate. Okay, Gwen is immune. Wait for the third needle whack. Everyone, Broken Blade flashed on. Threat of return brings him back in. But in the 1v3, I'm scared. You're going to get that ulti down. That's good for Yike. But he gets flashed on Broken Blade. Close. The fact that he's Kana's able to deal with him. Thought of.
Is he? Is he able to deal with
He's
him?
alive, Benny. He can't really stop the turret
He
pushing
can
for
watch
that.
it.
Oh dear, okay. Well, that's half the HP just about gone from Kana. Open inhib in the mid lane as well. This will be double inhib down. Look at top. Top is dropping. And KC, they can't stop it. And so this is just a slow burn where G2 are going to find out how they can end this game. And KC are going to try and make their last stand at the next turret. Looking for Broken Blade yet again, but this has not really worked in their favor outside of that one kill top.
BB's just going to reset and TP back in. G2, see the blood in the water. I think they want to end this now.
They do indeed. Lebrov, sneaky minion again. Pop Blossom gets 2 flashes and 1 setup of Yike. Yike will pop the ulti, but his grievance doesn't matter. Yike's running back to his base because he knows he's got to get out of there. Tempered Fate maybe to save him, I don't know, because the needlework finds him after the fact, and Broken Blade continues the onslaught. His needlework up as Skewmon fails to flash forward, but he's got GA. He can make a mistake.
Okay, Kalis.
Hansama's trying to stay alive as Kalis is hitting some damage, but Broken Blade is still at full HP. Gwen is immune again. No! I would not have done that! I would not have done that! Arcane shifting into Broken Blade is one way of using this guy's initials. Kalis just said bye-bye to game 1.
Okay, Calist.